welcome to our channel Way to Know. In this video, we will continue discussion on the Arduino Uno Q. Specifically, in this video, we will see a simple button press and a LED blink, and in the process, send a message over the console. The console is right now we are using an external console. The serial console inside the Arduino Uno Q has some issue, it seems. So we will use an external console. So in this process, what we are doing is on the Arduino Uno Q, we have STM32. So what we did is we have connected this STM32 is actually on the board. The PB2 pin is routed to pin number 7 of J digital. Okay, this is the Arduino Uno compatible connector. So what we did is we just have a jumper plugged in here on the connector, and then we have ground connection. So we will be switching between the ground and open. In the process, we enable the internal pull-up during the initialization. So that means we are simply trying to give 1 or 0 to the input pin of STM32, and then when we actually keep it high, the LED glows, and then when we ground, we are making it 0. That's the simple code we are using. And then in the process, we are during the connection between the ground, we are trying to send the button status. Here we have emulated a button scenario by just wire, jumper wire, button status to the external console. So how the external console works is, so in the STM32, we can actually route the data to the UART, to the J digital connector, and use a UART to USB connection, and then read the serial data. Alternate option, if you don't want to use it and you want a simple option like how we have serial monitor in our Arduino IDE, we can actually use the bridge functionality, and then in that particular functionality we will show there is an object called monitor, using which we can actually send the data. So that data which is sent over the serial port gets printed either on the console that is inside the App Lab, or it sends data to the external console. Like example, we can use tools like Doclight, Putty, whatever, to read the data, how we read over the serial port. So that's how we read the data. In this entire process, this particular Linux section, the Qualcomm chip, just acts as a facilitator. That's it. The data passes through. Okay, and we'll not be using any bridge functions. We'll be using the monitor object here. So let us go to the code. So in this process, we actually we have opened the App Lab. Okay, and you can see here there is nothing done on the Python side. That means on the board side, on the Qualcomm processor side, we are not doing anything. So the Linux side, there is no operation. What we are doing actually is on the STM side. Okay, so to work on LED and button, everyone would have worked on Arduino Uno. So you don't jump to Uno Q directly without working on Arduino Uno, right? The basic board. So it is assumed we know how we declare a button and all. So that I'm skipping right now. For this specific functionality to send data over serial port, we need Arduino rotor bridge.h. So this is the library we need. And then, as I mentioned, we are using an internal pull up on this specific input pin. Okay, and you can see here we are using an object monitor, and you see monitor.begin. This is the beauty. So you need not even mention the baud rate here. Okay, so we actually are it treats it as default, and so right now the baud rate is 9600. That's what we read on the putty, and then we are just trying to print welcome to way to know channel. And when the button is pressed, what we are doing is, button is pressed in the sense when the wire is connected to the ground, as we mentioned, we'll be printing button pressed and button released. Okay, now when we so that means what we are doing is we are just using this monitor functionality to just pass the data. And then if you look at the putty here, you can see right now on the board, you can see here right now on the board, the wire is not connected anywhere. Okay, so that means this is considered as high on the pin because we haven't grounded anything, so which actually treats the button as released. Okay, and then you can see in that case the LED is glowing. Okay, now if you actually try to ground on the Arduino Uno Q board, let us try to ground it. Okay, you can see the LED is off. We are trying to pull out the pin, the LED is on. Okay, so the same functionality we will be actually trying to print on the serial port. That's what we have discussed. Now let us look at the serial prompt. So as we look at the serial prompt, you can see here it's printing button released. And now what we are doing is we are trying to short it to ground, in the sense the button is pressed. So you see here the button pressed, and as we have shown already, the LED is off on the board. So this is how a simple functionality of the serial port using the given object can be printed over the serial port. So which serial port to use? So this board is detected over your device manager. Check the serial port and use it for logging the data. So very if you are a beginner with Arduino Uno Q, this is little complex understanding what is happening. But as you dig deeper through the forums, documentations, you have to understand, you can understand by yourself and get to do the things. We will try to explain more our understanding on this particular board in the coming videos. One thing, the communities have been talking more on the issues that are faced, and they are trying to explain the things. So keep visiting the communities for more data. So in a specific video, we have talked about just button press and the button release, and specifically the serial prompt which is being used, and the external serial monitor, we mean, is being used to get the data without any intervention of the Linux part. Okay, it's clear, right? We will talk more on this. Please post if you have any questions or if you are facing any issues with this. Thank you.